Hello everyone, welcome to BioVista, your one-stop channel for easy and complete biology learning. I am Akshata and in today's video I'm going to take you through the updated CBSE Class 11 Biology Syllabus for 2025, explained in a simple, clear and student-friendly way. Whether you are starting fresh or revising smart, this video will help you understand exactly what to focus on, what's been removed, and how to plan your studies for the new academic session. So grab your notebooks and let's begin this journey into the fascinating world of life sciences. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BioVista for more such helpful content. Let's get started. In class 11 biology, there are total 5 units and here's how they are divided with respect to their marks. Unit 1, Diversity of living organisms. Unit 2, Structural organization in animals and plants. Unit 3, Cell structure and function. Unit 4, Plant physiology. And Unit 5, Human physiology. Let's begin with Unit 1, Diversity of living organism, which carries 15 marks in Class 11 CBSE exam. This unit helps us understand the vast variety of life forms that exist on Earth, from tiny microbes to huge animals, and how scientists have classified and grouped them. Chapter 1, The Living World. This chapter introduces what makes an organism truly living. You will learn key characteristics like growth, reproduction, metabolism, cell organization, consciousness. We also talk about taxonomy, which is the science of classification, and important terms like nomenclature, identification, and systematics. It also introduces you to taxonomic categories like kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Chapter 2, Biological Classification. This chapter explains how all living organisms are divided into 5 major kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. You will also explore the 3-domain system proposed by Carl Woese: Archaea, Bacteria, and Eukarya. It's all about understanding the difference between prokaryotes, eukaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, and how eventually life evolved. Chapter 3, Plant Kingdom. Here we go deeper into the classification of plants. We cover major groups like algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, but not angiosperm, as it is excluded now. This chapter is full of examples and is often asked in both theory and diagram-based questions. Chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. This is one of the most exciting chapters where we explore how animals are grouped based on body structure, symmetry, coelom, and embryonic layers. From Porifera to Chordata, we understand how complexity in body design has evolved. You will also learn about vertebrates and invertebrates with key examples that are frequently asked in exams and NEET. Unit 2, Structural Organization in Plants and Animals, which carries 10 marks in the CBSE Class 11 Biology. This unit helps us understand how multicellular organisms are organized structurally, both internally and externally. Chapter 5, Morphology of Flowering Plants. This chapter focuses on the external structure of plants, from roots and stems to leaves, flowers, and seeds. We will learn terms like phyllotaxy and inflorescence, or also description of family, Solanaceae. This chapter is diagram heavy, so it's important to practice drawing and labeling parts of a typical flower, types of roots, and more. Also, NCERT examples like mustard, China rose, and pea are frequently asked in exams and NEET. Chapter 6, Anatomy of Flowering Plants. Here we shift to the internal structure of plants, exploring different types of tissues. We usually focus now anatomy and function of tissue systems in dicots and monocots only. This chapter builds your foundation in plant histology and prepares you for plant physiology later. Chapter 7, Structural Organization in Animals. This chapter introduces the internal structure of animals. You will study animal tissues like epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissue and understand how each type helps animal function. We will also explore the morphology and anatomy of the frog. Unit 3, Cell, structure and function, one of the most important and concept-heavy units of class 11 biology. This unit carries 15 marks in the CBSE exam and lays the foundation for understanding life at the cellular and molecular level. Chapter 8. Cell, the unit of life. This chapter introduces the cell as the basic structure and functional unit of life. We will learn about the cell theory, differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and a detailed overview of cell organelles like nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, lysosomes, and plastids. Each organelle has a specific function, and many diagram-based and match the following type questions are asked from this part. Chapter 9. Biomolecules. This chapter explains the chemical composition of living organisms. You will study carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids, and enzymes, what they are made of, and how they function in the body. You will also learn about the types of bonds, metabolism, enzymes, and enzyme activity. It's a very scoring chapter if you focus on key definitions, enzyme properties, and classification. Chapter 10. Cell cycle and cell division. Here you will understand how cells reproduce and divide. We cover interphase, mitosis, and meiosis with detailed stages like prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Make sure to remember the difference between mitosis and meiosis and understand their significance. This chapter is also diagram heavy, so practicing cell division stages is a must. Unit 4. Plant Physiology, an important concept-rich unit in Class 11 Biology. This unit carries 12 marks in the CBSE board exam and explains how plants perform life processes like water transport, nutrition, growth, and even though they don't have a nervous system like us. So, chapter number 13, Photosynthesis in Higher Plants. One of the most critical chapters. This explains how plants convert sunlight into chemical energy. We will learn about the dark and light reactions, C3 and C4 pathways, and the role of pigments like chlorophyll. Make sure to understand the Z scheme, photophosphorylation, and the Kelvin cycle clearly. Chapter 14. Respiration in plants. In this chapter, we study how plants release energy through aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Topics like glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain, also known as ETC, are covered in detail. Also, differences between ATP yield in anaerobic and anaerobic respiration are frequently asked. Chapter 15. Plant Growth and Development. This final chapter explains how plants grow and respond to their environment. We study phases of growth, growth regulators or plant hormones like auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, and abscisic acid. Unit 5. Human Physiology. This unit carries 18 marks in the CBSE board exam, making it the highest weightage unit in your syllabus. It explains the structure and function of various systems of the human body, helping you understand how we eat, breathe, circulate blood, remove waste, think and coordinate. Chapter 17. Breathing and exchange of gases. This chapter explains how we breathe and exchange gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. We will learn about respiratory volumes, the mechanism of breathing, and the transport of gases in blood. The structure of the lungs and alveoli and the concept like partial pressure and oxygen dissociation curve are key. Chapter 18. Body fluids and circulation. Here we understand the circulatory system, especially the heart, blood, and the blood vessels. Topics include blood components, ABO blood group, clotting of blood, heartbeat, ECG, and double circulation. This chapter often includes diagram-based questions, especially of the human heart. Chapter 19. Excretory products and their elimination. This chapter is about the how body removes waste through the excretory system, mainly the kidneys. We will learn about urine formation, nephron structure, glomerular filtration, and the role of ADH and aldosterone. Practice diagrams of nephron and understand osmoregulation well. Chapter 20. Locomotion and Movement. In this chapter, we will study the type of movement, muscle structure, and muscle contraction, which is sliding filament theory, along with the skeletal system. We should also remember bones of the human skeleton, type of joints, and disorder like arthritis and osteoporosis. Chapter 21. Neural Control and Coordination. This chapter deals with the nervous system, including the structure and function of neurons, the transmission of nerve impulses, and the CNS, which is your central nervous system. Chapter 22. Chemical Coordination and Integration. This chapter explains the endocrine system, how hormone control body function. We will study endocrine glands like pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, and gonads along with the hormone they release and their function. Diseases like diabetes, goiter, and Addison's disease are also important to remember. The total marks for biology are 100 divided into 70 marks of theory and 30 marks of practical including internal assessment. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope this breakdown of the class 11 biology syllabus and marking scheme help you get more clarity and confidence. Now that you know what to expect, let's start this biology journey together with focus, fun, and full marks in mind. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BioVista for more student-friendly explanation, tips, and chapter-wise videos. Drop your doubts or topics you would like me to cover in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and keep learning.